Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem. Due to Playboi Carti not dropping any news or media about his upcoming album Baby Boy, and the insanely small amount of leaks that have been happening in the Carti community recently, the whole entire space has been super dry, which has led to an insane amount of the increase in LARPers who are just trying to get some attention in the community by trying to get anybody to speak about anything. Now, the worst place for this has been TikTok. Due to the drought, TikTok fans have started indulging in the worst, most disgusting, vile, filthy LARP slop to ever exist in this community. For this reason, we have gathered here today to talk about all of these LARPs and to maybe figure out a way to avoid this situation in the future. Now, the first LARP we're going to talk about is the Forest music video. What this is a supposed music video from the cave era around 2023 that involves a forest that was grown in a random ass stadium in nowhere, basically, with some of these pictures being spread around of these eerie images, and the whole rumor is especially grounded on this picture of this person who looks like Carti, at least on first glance. What I saw on TikTok as I was doing my research to find how bad the LARP is on there is that some people say this is a supposed TV show regarding Carti, and other people are going with the more common idea that this is a music video. Another big cornerstone for this is the fact that it was promoted by Soul, who used to be an owner, I'm pretty sure, and is one of the major distributors of leaks in Carti Hub. Now, people do not usually like or side with Soul on anything because he has gotten the community to buy absolute scams, and the first ever AI group buy happened under his administration. Due to the fact that he might be an insider, it managed to drive up the hype for the Forest super high. The first nail in the coffin for this was when We Not Equal on Twitter, also known as Gabriel, he started questioning whether the whole thing was even real, saying that people were stupid for overhyping a photo shoot, and he was the first person to acknowledge that this guy does not even look like Carti at all, which if you actually look at the picture, you can clearly tell that this guy has almost none of Carti's features. Now, the final thing that ended this entire rumor was when Joy Division, who is Carti's videographer in case you don't know, he tweeted a cap emoji over a post of the Forest music video photos. Now, compared to the rest of our LARPs, and especially our next one, the Forest wasn't that heavy. However, what we have next is pretty problematic. Invisible is a cave era snippet that is almost inaudible and is pretty short. We know that it samples a Slayer song called Delusions of a Savior, and this is one of the first things that initiated the LARP phase for this song. The huge thing behind this is that it is somehow supposedly going to ruin Carti's career if it ever leaks or comes out. People have been riding the wave that this song is overly demonic, has the most satanic stuff ever in a Carti song, and we actually have no idea whether any of this is true. Despite this uncertainty regarding these rumors, TikTok fans have been eating it up. If you look up Playboi Carti leaks, most of the videos are talking about Invisible, or they're calling it Slayer. Now, the problem with this is that nobody actually has any information and everybody is listing the same 3 sentences. That the song has some of the most satanic lyrics, it will ruin Carti's career, and it should never leak. And everybody is rinsing and repeating this exact same thing. People on Twitter have been roasting the shit out of anybody who talks about this stuff, and they have been having a field day making fanfics like this involving the rumors about Invisible and the Forest music video as well. But there are people who genuinely believe that this song could ruin Carti's career. Now, why is this LARP, in case you haven't understood it yet? We basically have no information about the song other than the fact that it was bought for $12,000. Now, the problem with such a LARP is that it is artificially driving the hype up for the song, which doesn't really matter that much, other than the fact that if a song is overly hyped, the holders who have it and might be willing to sell it have all the reason they need to drive the price up of the song as much as they could. This, of course, makes the chance of this song ever leaking through a group buy or a private buy to leak super small, as either the crowd will never do a fundraiser at a high price of at least above $12,000 because those people want to get their money back, but also it eliminates the chance of anybody trying to private buy the song, as for example, like how Going Ham was buying songs and then leaking them for everybody, and we got a whole bunch of grails. Nobody will be doing that, as the price for one person to buy it will probably be so outrageous that it will never be worth it, given that we have no info about the song other than 10 seconds of a snippet. Now you might argue that this is not that big of a problem if the song never leaks or is never group bought. However, something I recently experienced was I was on a Twitter post talking about this song, and somebody in the comments said that they have it. Of course, I was skeptical because I highly doubt that one of these people in the replies would have private bought the song for $12,000. So I DM'd the guy and he actually sent it to me without asking for any money. He just sent me the file. And when I played it, I was so overly disappointed, as it was an AI remake of the song, guessing what the song could sound like, from this creator called Carti. Now, when I confronted the dude about this, he told me that he had no idea it was from YouTube. He was super sad about it, and he told me that he had paid $250 to a Telegram person to give him this song, and they had trolled him with the AI remaster. Artificially driving the hype up for songs like this is super bad, as it gives all the grounds for these scammers to just go out and try to get anybody with the AI remasters they have. Given the recent upgrade of Carti AI models, especially those with the K-Vera voice, remasters from creators regarding K-Vera have been going crazy. The best remasters for Invisible specifically are the Carti remaster that I mentioned, Martin's remaster, which dropped 3 days ago after his long disappearance from YouTube, and the Clubby remaster will be insane after it drops around 2 weeks later as of the recording of this video. And what do you do when you're just some random person who is trying to get a song they like? Let's go on to the next LARP. Now this LARP is also connected to the one before, as fake snippets have been plaguing TikTok, YouTube especially, and a little bit of Twitter. Now, the third video you'll find on TikTok after searching the words Playboi Carti leaks is an AI song called Psycho. The song was actually previewed once before it came out on YouTube by the same guy who made it, who wanted to test out the model and see what people thought of it. A whole bunch of people have been LARPing with this snippet. Some people have tried selling it, as this person we're talking about next, which is Red on Red 666, or the evil version of Red on Red 555, who is a supposed insider who is very popular on Twitter. That person has been trying to LARP with Psycho for a whole lot of time, and their most recent LARP was in Sidepiece Hub, where they played Wrist Frozen by the YouTube creator PB1, which is a completely AI song, not even a remaster, it's completely AI, just like Psycho is. They tried to LARP it as a snippet that they have by adding a fake intro at the beginning. I'll try and find the snippet and play it for you right now. And yeah, that thing is completely fake. This right here is the video for that song by PB1. And the last fake snippet that I can remember on the top of my head and after looking at TikTok was the fake eye snippet from Whole Lotta Red that had gone around for quite a while before being debunked by Carti Hub members and Twitter pages. That thing is also not real, in case you were wondering. If you go onto the Carti tracker, you can find the full song under the fakes tab by scrolling down and going to the Whole Lotta Red V4 page. Now our final LARP that has been plaguing us recently is the STEM edit incidents. Now this started earlier this year with the Carti community finding out about Double O Party and One Life, which were uploaded on SoundCloud a while ago, but nobody knew about them. And it turns out that they have vocals from an unheard song session, but fake fan-made instrumentals. Now this started a huge wave of STEM edits being made. If you don't know what a STEM edit is, it basically takes one part of a song, either the instrumental or the vocals, and puts it as a part of a fan-made song. The most common thing being people put vocals from a studio session over fan-made instrumentals or over open verses in other artists' leaked songs. One of the most notorious ones was New Body, which got snippeted for around a week before it leaked, and after we listened to it for a whole bunch of time and there even came out an OG file for it, it turns out it was a stem edit made on a fanbase beat and the vocals were taken from Playboi Carti's session recording his feature for A$AP Rocky's Helicopter. Could you imagine that? I'm not sure how it leaked, but Jamal got the worst feedback for it imaginable. Another one of these that also leaked through Jamal was Not My Friend, which was a YoungBoy song that was leaked with an open verse and was also released without a Carti verse. However, Raheem, who is another distributor of leaks, said that it supposedly had a Carti verse on it. And recently we found out after it leaked through Going Ham that Shugami, I'm pretty sure is his name, a guy with a whole bunch of Carti songs in his vault, he created a stem edit with an unheard Carti session and put the vocals over the YoungBoy beat, essentially scamming Going Ham, who has been doing charity work recently, buying songs and leaking them for everybody. Now with that said, given the amount of stem edits and practically fake songs that exist, Going Ham has been discouraged to buy anything else and leak it for the community, so we have gotten no leaks from him ever since this incident, and most likely nobody will group buy anything for a very long time, at least not for cheap prices, because we have to go through Carti Hub again. The prices will be driven so high because the distributors and owners often try to get the fattest commission that they can get for it. How do we avoid this? To avoid fake songs, we need to popularize more of the people who make remasters. I have been one of the people who actively promotes Clubby and all the remasters that he makes because they're genuinely beautiful, especially his recent remaster of Drama Like the DJ with Carti and YoungBoy that is pretty much identical to the song, so we practically do not even need that to leak anymore. He was also one of the guys who made the best Rockstar remasters before that leaked, but if we keep them underground and nobody is aware of them, people will keep getting scammed with fake AI snippets and fake AI songs because they don't know who is making them. But if everybody knew those people and was keeping up with them, people will more easily find the AI songs before something bad happens. In terms of the stem edit incidents, if it's an unheard session, you practically cannot know, but we should try as a community to isolate the scammers and the fake leak sellers from our circles and try and find some reliable sellers that could actually give us leaks for a good price. Overall, these are the major problems with LARP in the Playboi Carti community. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe and comment down below what you think of LARPers and how we can deal with them. What do we do to educate TikTok fans and how you think the Carti community should go forward. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out.